Hi, colleagues. John Conover here. Just wanted to give you a little interesting thing about something I have found, and now I'm using it. It's working really well. So I know we were talking about writing last week at our staff development, and one of the biggest things, of course, is to grade. And sometimes it takes a long time, especially when we want to make individual comments. Of course, it's great to give specialized comments to people, and we always do, and we always will take the time to do that. But of course, there's always that time where we are working on something and kids start making the same mistake over and over, and it's kind of tedious to go through and make sure that they are giving them the feedback by saying the same thing. It's like we're repeating ourselves, but only we're repeating ourselves online. So if we're doing that and we have an online paper, I have a sample essay here. Now this is one I've done for a couple years in a row, and I kind of know the mistakes that kids make just from the history. Now, of course, they're going to make different mistakes, and I'm going to give them individual advice as I go through by simply highlighting and making individual comments in the comment feature. But there's a great thing called permanent clipboard, which is an extension. These things right up here, if you look, are your extensions, and they're just kind of like help you little things. They're not applications, but they're extensions, and I'll show you what I mean. So how do we go about doing this? Well, let's first pull up. We'll go back to our essay here, and we'll go. If you open up a new tab and you go into your little apps Rubik's Cube right up here on the left hand side, there's the web store, and what we're going to do is go to extensions, and we're going to type in permanent. Oh, comes up. We'll see. And there it is, permanent clipboard. It looks like green. So you're going to add that. When you add that, it will come right up here. Okay. And as we go through, another thing that I did, which was helpful, was to think about, and this is probably one of the first steps that you should do. Think about some of the comments that you make. And what I do is, that may be a similar problem for students. So what I do is I create a Google document and I save it in my drive from year to year. And basically what'll happen is I'll come up and I know some good things and some things that need improvement in the introduction, body, and conclusion, and I'll type them up. Like for example, they may have a really good introduction and thesis statement. So I don't want to type that 100 times, so I put it right there. I know that on body paragraphs, they use a great deal details to support their point. Or maybe I have a separate category for need some improvement. So, your background information in your body paragraph is very limited. More information is necessary for your reader to get a clear picture of this particular situation. So, I would suggest first making for all parts of the essay some comments, and then maybe some general mechanics comments as well. So you have this list of things. Now, again, you could always type in individual comments for that particular kid, but if it's something that's a generic thing that can be done over and over again, you can. So once you're into permanent clipboard, once this thing, little icon comes over here, what you're going to do is click on it. And if you scroll down at the bottom, I have a lot of comments in here, but if you click add new entry, it's going to give you the option for putting in a description and content. You can simply copy and paste one of these comments into both of these areas here, and it's going to give you this clipboard of comments to make. And it's going to be extremely easy to grade your papers. Now, I'm going to show you an example. So let's say that I'm grading this essay, and I love this thesis statement, and I want to tell them that. And the past 5 papers, they've really written good thesis statements. I don't want to retype it, so what do? I highlight my text. I click comment right here, and then I go through, and then I right click on this, and then I said insert from permanent clipboard. And when I insert from permanent clipboard, you can see if I like his good introduction and thesis statement right up at the top. And these are all the comments that I inserted, and it pops it right in there. Okay, and I can click that comment, and it will send that comment out. Okay, this one right here, suppose I like this articulation statement right here. I right click, permanent clipboard, say, needs more articulation, warm up the reader. So say I don't like it. Click it right there, comment, boom, there's a comment. I go down the bottom, I'm reading. Oh my gosh, it's a great I like that explanation. So I click here, I right click permanent clipboard, and you just got to find nice explanation to illustrate your ideas to your point. Boom. You can see the time that it saves for the generic comments. So again, that's called permanent clipboard, and I think it's a good thing to use. And I think you'll enjoy it as you're grading. Good luck.